Hello friends, welcome back in this chapter 5 class 9 geography NCERT book. So if you have any suggestion or opinion, please write down in comment box. And so let's start this chapter, natural vegetation and wildlife. Have you observed the type of trees, bushes, grasses and birds in the fields and park in and around your school? Are they similar? Are they similar or there are variations? India being a vast country, you can imagine the type of bioforms available throughout the country. Our country, India, is one of the 12 mega biodiversity countries of the world. So, what is the mega biodiversity countries of the world? Is the countries where you see so many types of the plants, animals, and so many varieties of all these things, flora and fauna. So all these countries are called as the mega biodiversity. So there is so many biodiversity of bio. With about 47,000 plant species, India occupies 10th place in the world and 4th in Asia in the plant diversity. There are about 15,000 flowering plants in India, which account for 6% in the world total number of flowering plants. The country has many known flowering plants such as ferns, algae, and fungi. India has also approximately 90,000 species of animals, as well as a rich variety of fish in its fresh and marine waters. Natural vegetation refers to a plant community which has grown naturally without human aid and has been left undisturbed by the human for a long time. This is termed as the virgin vegetation. So natural vegetation which has grown naturally, so that is called as virgin vegetation without any human aid, without any human help or being planted by anyone. So this is called as the virgin vegetation. Thus cultivated crop and fruits, orchards from part of vegetation but not all vegetation. So all vegetation but not natural vegetation. So these cultivated crops and fruits we grow in our farms are natural vegetations, are part of vegetations but not natural vegetations. They are artificially or you can say they are planted by the humans or farmers. So they are not naturally grown. The virgin vegetation. So what is the virgin vegetation? The vegetation which is grown without help of anyone, without aid of anyone, which are purely Indian, are known as the endemic or indigenous species. But those which have come from outside India are termed as the exotic. So Indian species are known as the indigenous, and the from outside are called as the exotic plants. The term flora, these are the very important terms, flora and fauna. So flora means plant of a particular region, so or period. Similarly, the fauna means the whose diversity in flora and fauna kingdom is the due to following factor. Similarly, the fauna is the species of animal like horse, buffalo, cow. All these are comes in the fauna. This huge diversity of flora and fauna kingdom is due to the following factors. So what are the factors? These are the relief, climate, and so these are the two factors, relief and climate. And the relief factors are divided into land and soil. So there are different types of land and soil. Land affect the natural vegetation directly and indirectly. Do you expect the same type of vegetation in mountains? It means that mountains, plateau, and the plain area are in a dry and wet regions. So it means that there is different types of vegetation in the mountains, plateau, and plain area due to the different types of land. The nature of land influences the types of the vegetation. The fertile level is generally devoted to agriculture. The undulating and rough terrain are areas where grassland and the woodland develop and give shelter to a variety of wildlife. Soil. The soil also vary over space different types of soil provide basis for different types of the vegetation. The sandy soil of the desert support cactus and thorny-bushes, while wet marsh and deltic soil support mangrove and deltic vegetation. So in mangroves, in delta soils, there are different types of mangrove and deltic vegetation, and in the desert we see that horny and bushes. So there is a different types of vegetations due to the different type of soil. The hill slope with some depth of soil have conical trees. And second factor is the climate. Different climate at different places is the region of the variety of biodiversity of the flora. So temperature is the another factor. The character and extent of vegetations are mainly determined by the temperature along with the humidity in air, precipitation and soil. On the slope of Himalaya and the hill of the peninsula above the height of 15 meter, the fall in the temperature affects the types of vegetation and its growth and change its from tropical to subtropical, temperate and alpine vegetation. So we see there is a different type of vegetation in the Himalaya region and different type of vegetation in the plains due to the different type of climate or temperature there. So we can see here that vegetation zones, these are vegetation zone, tropical, subtropical, temperate, alpine. So in tropical there is a average temperature is about 24 degree to 18 to 24, and in subtropical 17 to 24. In temperate it is 7 to 17 degree, and in alpine vegetation zone it is below 7 degree, and in it is minimum in -1 degree in the winters. And in alpine we see snow, and in temperate we see some snow, and in subtropical frost is rare, and there is no frost in the tropical. So these are the different types of the climates. Photo period or sunlight. So in different places it is part of climate. The photo period of a place or sunlight is somewhere we see 12 hours sunlight in a day, and some places are we see very less light due to the there change in the difference latitude, altitude and season. So the variation of duration of sunlight at different places due to the difference in latitude, altitude, season and duration of the day. Due to longer duration of sunlight, tree grows faster in summer. Precipitation. In India, almost the entire rainfall is brought in by the advance in southwest monsoon June to September and retreat in northeast monsoon. So when monsoon goes, it is the southeast, and when it is retreating, it is the northeast monsoon. Area of the heavy rainfall have more dense vegetation as compared to the area of less rainfall. This is the question that why are the western slopes of the Western Ghats covered with a thick forest and not eastern slope? Due to the different precipitation, due to the different types, different rain pattern there. Have you ever thought as to why forests are important for humans? Forests are renewable resources and play a major role in the enhancing the quality of environment. They modify local climate, control soil erosion, regulate stream flow, support a variety of industries, provide livelihood for many communities, and offer panoramic and scenic view for recreation. They control wind force and temperature and cause rain. They provide humus to soil and shelter for wildlife. Indian natural vegetation has undergone many changes due to several factors such as the growing demand for cultivated land, development of industries and mining, urbanization and overgrazing of pastures. The vegetation cover in India. The vegetation cover of India in large parts is no more natural in the real sense, except in some inaccessible regions like the Himalaya, the hilly region of the central India and the Marustali. The vegetation in the most of the area has been modified at some places or replaced by or degraded by human occupied. According to India, the state of forest report 2011, the forest cover in India is about 21%. And this is the area of forest percentage in different places. It is more forest in the hilly region. Due to it is inaccessible or it is very difficult to access. That's why people not able to cut these trees. Otherwise, people are cutting trees. Types of vegetation. So in class 8 we study about the different types of vegetation like tropical evergreen forest and deciduous forest. All these now we will read in just a little more details. And as per the exam point of view, these are very important. Tropical evergreen forest. There are 5 types of major vegetation in India are tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, tropical thorn forest and scrub, mountain forest and mangrove forest. So first of all we will talk about the tropical evergreen forest. So these forests are restricted to heavy rainfall areas of Western Ghat, heavy rainfall areas of Western Ghat and the island group of Lakshadweep, Andaman and Nicobar, upper part of Assam and Tamil Nadu coast. So as the name suggests, these are evergreen, or we also call them as tropical rainforest. So they are always evergreen. They are evergreen or always green forest. Due to the heavy rainfall area of this Western Ghats and the island of group of Lakshadweep, Andaman and upper part of Assam, Tamil Nadu, we see them there. They are at their best in area having more than 200 cm of rainfall with a short dry season. The trees reach height up to 60 meter or even above. Since the region is warm and wet throughout the year, it has a luxuriant vegetation in all kind of trees, shrubs, creepers. What are the creepers? So what are the creepers? Creepers are the climbing trees. These are creepers. There is no definite time. There is no definite time for the trees to shed their leaves, because that's why they are called evergreen. As such, these forests appear green all the year round. So these are the picture of the different of types. These are the Western Ghats, and here we see the tropical evergreen forest in some parts of Tamil Nadu. Here in some parts of Odisha and this northeast India. And these are the tropical or these are the mountain forest. These are the tropical deciduous forest or tropical. These are the tropical deciduous, and these are the this is the tropical thorn forest. So there are the different types of forest here. As we can see, some of the commercially important trees of this forest are ebony, mahogany, rosewood, rubber and cinchona. So these are the trees of the tropical evergreen forest. These are the ebony, mahogany, rosewood, rubber and cinchona. The common animal found in these forests are elephant, monkey, lemur and deer. One-horned rhinoceros also are found in the jungle of Assam and West Bengal. Besides these animals, plenty of birds, rats, sloth, scorpion and snail are also found in this jungle. Tropical deciduous forest. These are the most widespread forest of the India. They are also called the monsoon forest. Yes. So these are the monsoon forest and spread over the region, receiving rainfall of between 200 cm and 70 cm. Trees of this forest type shed their leaves for about 6 to 8 weeks in dry summer. On the basis of the ability of water, these forests are further divided into the moist and the dry deciduous. The former is found in the area receiving rainfall between 200 and 100 centimeter. These forests exist therefore mostly in the eastern part of the country. Northeastern state along the foothills of the Himalayas, Jharkhand, West Odisha and Chhattisgarh, and on the eastern slope of the Western Ghats. Teak is the most dominant species of the forest. Of this forest, teak, bamboo, shal, sesam, sandalwood, hair, kusum, arjun, mulberry, and other commercially important species found in the tropical and deciduous forest. The dry deciduous forests are found in the areas having rainfall between 100 to 70 centimeter. These forests are found in the rainier part of the peninsular plateau and the plains of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. There are open stretches in which teal, saag, peepal and neem grow. A large part of this region has been cleared for cultivation and some of part are for grazing. In these forests, the common animals found are lion, tiger, pig, deer and elephant. A huge variety of birds, lizards, snake and tortoise are also found here. The thorn forest and scrubs. In a region with less than 70% and 70 centimeter of the rainfall, the natural vegetation consists of thorny trees and bushes. These types of vegetation is found in the northwestern part of the country, including semi-arid area of Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana. Acacias, palm, European and cactus are the main plant species. Trees are scattered and have long roots penetrating deep into the soil in order to get moisture. The stems are succulent to conserve water. Leaves are mostly thick and small to minimize evaporation. These forests give way to thorn forest and scrub in arid areas. In these forests, the common animals are rat, mice, rabbit, fox, wolf, tiger, lion, wild ass, horses, and camel. So, it is fourth one, mountain forest. The mountainous area, the decrease in temperature with increase in altitude lead to the corresponding change in the natural vegetation. As such, there is a succession of natural vegetation belt in the same order as we see from the tropical to the tundra region. The bed temperature types of forests are found between the height of the 1000 and 2000 meter. Evergreen broadleaf trees such as oak and chestnut predominate. Between 1500 and 3000 meter, temperate forests containing coniferous trees like pine, deodar, silver fir, spruce and cedar are found. These forests cover mostly the southern slope of the Himalaya. Place having high altitude in southern and northeast India. At higher elevation, temperate grassland are common. At high altitude, generally more than 3600 meters above the sea level, temperate forest and grassland give way to the alpine vegetation. Silver fir, juniper, pines and birches are the common trees of these forests. However, they get progressively stern as they approach the snow line. Ultimately through shrubs they merge into alpine grassland. These are used extensively for grazing by nomadic tribes like the Gurjars and Bakarwal. At higher altitudes, mosses and lichen form part of tundra vegetation. The common animals found in these forests are Kashmiri stag, spotted deer, wild sheep, jackrabbit, Tibetan antelope, yak, snow leopard, squirrel, shaggy horned wild ibex, bear and red panda, sheep and goat with thick hair. Mangrove forest. The mangrove tidal forests are found in the area of the coast influenced by the tides. Mud and silt get accumulated on such woods. So, in the mangrove forest, we see there is the silts by the rivers. Dense mangrove are the common varieties with the root of the plant to submerge into water. So, they have dense mangrove there. The delta of the Ganga, the Manadi, the Krishna, the Godavari, and the Kaveri are covered by such vegetation. So, all in these delta we found such type of mangrove forest. In Ganga Brahmaputra Delta, Sundari trees are found. So where Sundari trees found in Ganga and Brahmaputra Delta. That's why they called as Sundarban Delta. Which provide durable hard timber, palm, coconut, keora, agar, etc. Also grow in some parts of the delta. Royal Bengal tiger is the famous animal in this forest. Turtle, crocodile, gharials and snakes are also found in this forest. These are the medicinal plants which are very important for us. Sarpagandha used for treat the blood pressure. It is only found in India. So Sarpagandha only found in the India. Jamun. You see jamun trees. It is the juice from ripe fruit is used to prepare vinegar, which is carminative and diuretic. So meaning of carminative and diuretic means they are best for our digestive system. It has digestive property. The powder of these jamun seeds is used for controlling diabetes. Arjun is also very important. Is a cure for the earache and ache in the ear. It is also used to regulate blood pressure. It is very good for blood pressure. Bawul leaves cure for eye sores. It's going to be used for as a tonic. Neem is very antibiotical properties and antibiotic. Tulsi is also very good for our to cure cough and cold and for increasing our antigens in our body. Kachnar is used to cure asthma and ulcer. The words are used are good for digestive problems. So we talk about the vegetation. Now it is wildlife. Like flora, India is also rich in its fauna. So it has approximately 90,000 animal species. The country has about 2,000 species of birds. They constitute 30% of the world total species. There are 2,546 species of fish, which account for nearly 12% of the world stock. It also shares between 5 to 8% of the world's amphibians, reptiles and mammals. The elephants are the most majestic animal among the mammals. They are found in the hot wet forest of Assam, Karnataka and Kerala. So elephant found in the Karnataka, Kerala, Assam. One-horned rhinoceros are the other animals which live in the swampy marshy lands of Assam and West Bengal. Arid areas of Rann of Kutch and the Thar Desert are the habitat for wild ass and camels respectively. Indian bison, nilgai, that is blue bull, chausinga, that is for horned antelope, gazelle and different species of deer are some other animal found in India. It also has several species of monkey. India is the only country in the world that has both tiger and lions. The natural habitat of India lion is the Gir forest in Gujarat. Tigers are found in the forest of Madhya Pradesh, the Sundarbans of West Bengal and the Himalayan region. Leopard too are the member of the cat family. They are important among the animal of prey. The Gir forest is the last remaining habitat of Asiatic loson. So Asiatic loson only found in the Gir forest. The Himalaya harbour or the hardy range of animal which survive in extreme cold. Ladakh freezing high altitude are home to yak, the saggy horned white dogs weighing around 1 ton. The weight of one horned wild dogs is about 1 ton. The Tibetan antelope, the Varval blue sheep, this is Varal blue sheep, wild sheep and the Kiang, that is Tibetan wild ass. Furthermore, the ibex, bear, snow leopard and rare lead band are found in the certain pockets of this Himalaya. In the river, lake and the coastal area, turtle, crocodile and gharial are found. So these are very important for our preparation point of view. these are wildlife sanctuaries, bird sanctuaries, and national park. Bird sanctuaries and national park. So these are national park like Keradov Gana National Park, Ranthambore National Park, Shivpuri National Park, Dudhwa National Park, Corvette National Park, Rajaji National Park, and these are the wildlife sanctuary. Wildlife sanctuary Sarishka, Chandra Prabha Wildlife Sanctuary. Here is Gir National Park, Kanha National Park. So these are very important. So stop this video and try to remember as many as you can. These are in south. In the river, lake, and the coastal areas, the turtle, crocodile, and gharial are found. The latter is the only representative variety of the crocodile found in the world today. Wildlife in India is colorful. Peacock, pigeons, ducks, parakeets, crane, and pigeons are some of the birds inhabiting the forest and wetland of the country. We have selected our crop from biodiversity environment, that is from reserve of edible plant. We also experimented and selected many medicinal plant. The animal we selected from the largest stock provided by the nature as milch animal. They also provide us dot powder, transportation, meat and eggs. The fish provide nutritive food. Many insects help in pollination of the crop and fruit trees, and exerting biological control on such insect is harmful. So exerting biological control is on such insect is harmful. Every species has a role to play in the ecosystem. Hence, conservation is essential. As has been mentioned earlier, due to excessive exploitation of plant and animal resources by human beings, the ecosystem has been disturbed. About 1300 plant species are endangered and 20 species are extinct. Quite a few animal species are also endangered and some have become extinct. The main cause of this major threat to nature are the hunting by greedy hunters for commercial purpose. Pollution due to chemical and industrial waste, acid deposits, introduction of alien species, and reckless cutting of the trees to bring land under cultivation and habitation are also responsible for imbalance. To protect the flora and fauna of the country, the government has taken many steps. 18 biosphere reserves have been set up in country to protect the flora and fauna. So these are the very important for our preparation. How many biosphere in India, all these things. So these are the 18 biosphere in India set up. 10 out of these are the Sundarbans, Nanda Devi, Gulf of Mannar, the Nilgiri, Naukrik, Great Nicobar, Manas, Simlipal, Panchmadi, and Achanakmar, Amarkantak have been included in the World Network of Biosphere Reserve. These are the migratory birds. Some of the wetlands of India are popular with migratory birds. During the winter, birds such as the Siberian crane come in a large number. One of such places favorite with the bird in the run of Kutch, at place where the desert merges with the tree. Flamingo with their brilliant pink plumage come in the thousands to build nests from the salty mud and raise their young one. It is one of the among many extraordinary sights in the country. It is very rich natural heritage. So these are the 18 bio reserves: Sundarbans, Gulf of Mannar, Nilgiri, Nanda Devi, Naukrik, Great Nicobar, Manas, Simlipal, Dihang, Devang, Debru, Shaikova, Agasti, Malai, Kanchanjunga, Panchmadi, Achanak, Amarkantak. Financially and technically assistance provided to many botanically garden by the government since 1982. Kutch Cold Desert, Sheshachalam and Panna. Project Tiger, Project Reno, Project Great Indian Bustard and many other eco-development projects have been introduced. 103 National Park, 535 wildlife sanctuaries and zoological gardens are set up to take care of the natural heritage. All of us must realize the importance of this natural ecosystem for our own survival. It is possible if indiscriminate destruction of natural environment is put to an immediate end. So friends, this chapter is over, and once again I am saying that please guys, if you have any suggestion or opinion, please share with me, and please write in the comment box. So if you like this video, please give a thumbs up, and please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. So these are the just 4 MCQs. I just solve them. Which of the following types of vegetation does rubber belong to? This is belong to the tropical evergreen. Sinoca trees are found in the area of the rainfall more than the Cinchona. So Cinchona found in trees more than the 100 centimeters rainfall. In which of the following state is the Shimlipal Bioreserve located? Shimlipal located in the Odisha. Which of the following bioreserve of India is not included in the World Network of Bioreserves? This is the correct answer is Nanda Devi. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video, and please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye bye. See you in next video.